Wild Robot, the movie that you were able to catch over at the Toronto International Film Festival, you had even said that
Yeah.
this is a big contender for a film that might make it all the way to the Oscars and win it. You know what? It's pretty good. I thought
Yeah.
this was delightful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And heartwarming.
Are you ready to go like full on capital M masterpiece, as I think a lot of the early buzz is? Because that's where I have some hesitation. While I'm firmly in favor of this movie and like it and want to see it, go all the way to an Oscar nomination, people are saying this is like the best movie DreamWorks has ever made.
No.
Yeah.
No. And even for the Oscar talk, I don't care if it wins or it doesn't, but I'm glad that it's in contention for
Yeah.
people. I just was not expecting it to be that good because I felt nothing from the trailers. I'm like, okay, this looks like the Puss in Boots animation because it's coming from DreamWorks, same people who worked on that. But man, the idea of this wild robot that gets stranded out in the middle of the woods that has to raise a gosling was just so freaking cute, dude. The way they learn from each other. This idea of the Gosling not being able to fit in while she's not able to fit in with her own robots and stuff. So much of it worked. I heard people invoking a poster that I always stare at, The Iron Giant, and I would lash out for comparing it to a masterpiece. But you know what? It is a junior Iron Giant. I don't think it's as good as it.
No.
But for it to be in the same like sentence as it, I think is a really big achievement. Really good voice acting all around, from Lupita Nyong'o to the multiple actors who do the Gosling, and this damn dude, bro. I didn't know, then I did know, then I'm watching the movie and completely forgot. Pedro Pascal did an incredible job with the voice acting. Is this his first?
That I can think of, at least. I mean, aside from The Mandalorian, but I feel like he's completely unrecognizable, at least from his voice in most of this one.
Yeah, no, he was incredible with it. Also played a very interesting character in The Fox. I just loved everything about this movie. I thought it was very engaging in its characters and the way they worked with each other. There are some moments where it obviously gets a little cartoony, very Zootopia-ish, but I thought it still served the purpose of the story, but also its themes of you have humans that are always bickering and fighting with each other, yet animals that are prey and predator can maybe come together before they ever do. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I can't recommend this enough. We were debating between watching it in 3D and Dolby. I'd be curious to check out the 3D. I just did it for Transformers. I was able to catch that one in both 3D and non. The Dolby, though, was exquisite. The colors, the vibration, that score, they know when to play it and when to just
the score, yeah.
silence it just to bring it back in. I liked a lot of elements to it. I don't know if you had any extra thoughts having seen it, catching it at TIFF, but honestly, this is one of those where even catching it early at a film festival with a big audience like that, I think would have been worth it. My audience was really invested in it as well. I think it's great. I hope people catch it.
Yeah. I think the first like half hour to 45 minutes is particularly excellent. Like they really just sort of throw you right into it, and it's sort of visually impressive, and there's like a fun physical comedy to it. It almost has like shades of Wall-E in that there's like not a lot of spoken dialogue or at least like back and forth dialogue. It's more just Lupita Nyong'o's robot character repeating the same couple ideas. Then I think as it goes along, it becomes a little bit more cliched and maybe a little more trite in terms of its whole arc of like the difficulties of motherhood and the sacrifices that you make for the next generation and stuff like that. But it's all done well, and it's all, heartening. Some of it's pretty funny. The character work is pretty great. So I enjoyed it a lot. And I think more than anything, this is a movie that young people will really, really love.
Hell yeah. Through and through a family film where the kids are going to be just invested in it. But there are some really funny jokes. Catherine O'Hara is on a run, dude. She plays the, I think the opossum mom. There's this one bit. It's already out there, so I'm glad we have the clip out there. But like she says something along the lines of, I have 7 kids, and then one of them gets eaten, and she goes, I have 6 kids.
Yeah.
That well, like,
and speaking of that run, she's gonna be in Last of Us season 2 as well.
It's something that we're going to be bringing up. Yeah, that frame of her in that trailer also looks pretty dope. But overall, really great voice cast, really great animation, and an incredible story. The Wild Robot out in theaters. Highly, highly recommend it. Yeah, surprised me. Didn't think it was going to be that good. Ate my words. I'm a big Wild Robot fan. When they say the line, bro, I was like, let's go, Wild Robot. Really good. Really
out
good.
of 5 stars, how high are you going to go for Wild Robot?
Damn, bro. Honestly, dude. Honestly.
The full 4?
This goes up there. 4. This goes up there with my Migration.
Nice.
I know you haven't seen Migration yet. I think it's I still think it's very similar. Another one with birds and family and all that stuff. I think this has better animation, better voice acting as well. But I think that's a good double feature, The Wild Robot and Migration. But I know this is based off a book. I didn't realize that. And the book came out in 2016.
The book is a trilogy, so we're probably going to get more Wild Robot movies, given that this movie ended up in #1 in the weekend.
Nice. That's good to hear. Yeah. It feels like one of those books that was written back when, like, we were kids. To be able to capture that magic and now being able to update it with, like, an AI robot, really good stuff from the author. So it's good to know. I'm very excited for what's coming next. Wild Robot.
Yeah.
In theaters.
I went 3.5 on my rating, but I'm willing to come up to 4 for the collective Intercut rating on this one.
Come on.